Hey guys, okay, so this is the tutorial for the augmented reality grad class. This is for the memory project appropriation. The idea is you're supposed to be able to find all the content online for this project. There's going to be one more piece of software that you guys need to get. On the syllabus it tells you to get Maya. I'm going to need you to also get SketchUp to complete this project. So here we are. This is SketchUp, blah blah blah. I actually just downloaded the newest version. It was simple, just choose the educational version, and it seems to be working great. I've already tested it out. So this is the SketchUp page. So from here, let's make something. So let's create that memory. Alright, here we go. So I'm going to go start off. We want to go to Google 3D Warehouse. So I'm just typing in 3D Warehouse into Google. I go down to 3D Warehouse. I click, and it brings this up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a memory of my dog jumping into the pool. So I'm going to have the dog jumping into the pool, and I have to get the assets to kind of create that memory. So here we go. I'm in SketchUp, and I'm just going to find the content that we need. So first I'm going to start off by typing in dog, D-O-G. Let's see if there's a dog here. Enter. Yes, there are a few dogs. I see a bunch of dogs. So if you wanted a specific dog, you could name it by its type, like a Labrador or a Rottweiler, so whatever you want. I like this dog over here. So let's try this one. This one seems like it works. Let's do it. So download. You can see that it's downloading over here. It looks like it's good. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here and I'm going to type in swimming pool. There we go. And we got a number of different pools here. Lots of different pools. So we should be able to find something that probably works. I'm going to take something that looks close to what I remember. Let's try this one. This one actually looks pretty nice. So there's the pool. There's not much water in it though, so I want something with water in it. Let's go back. What about this one? Yeah, that kind of looks like a pool. So I'll take this. I'm gonna go download, and I'll download the SketchUp file. So I'm downloading SketchUp files when I'm grabbing these guys. Looks like they should download really quickly. So now I'm just gonna go open it. I'm going to look at it in the folder. I already have SketchUp installed, so I'm going to click on dog, double click, it should launch SketchUp. Here we are. I'm just going to say start using SketchUp. It opens SketchUp. There's the dog. It looks perfect. I'm going to close this little window. So what I want to do is I just want to export this dog into a format we can open it up in Maya with. So I'm going to go File, Export, 3D Model right here. And I'm going to put it somewhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in a new folder. Let's go to the desktop. I'm going to go right click, new folder, and let's call this dog pool. Dog pool. There we go. I'm going to go into here, and I'm actually going to make another folder in here just because sometimes when it basically exports all the textures in the MTL file, which gives it texture coordinates, and I want to keep them all sort of organized, so I'm just going to make the dog its own folder. Go enter, and I'm going to double click. We're in the dog folder, and now I'm just going to hit the export button. So what you want to see that line just went across really quickly. The faster that line goes across as it's converting it, it's basically triangulating the model, the better the chances are that we have that this is going to work for augmented reality. I'm looking over here, 3,228 faces. That's pretty good, and the dog actually looks pretty nice. So for that much geometry, you're getting a pretty good looking dog. So I'm going to go OK, that's done. So let's go File. I'm going to close this out. I could just go File, Open. Let's open the next model. So I'm going to go like this. Bring this down. There's the bowl. So I'm just going to right here, right click. You should just be able to double click and it opens. And it opens. Did it open? This is the pool in question. I've got a bunch of different SketchUps open. Changes. No, I'm just going to close everything out just to make sure that it close all windows. Yeah. Let's try this one more time. There we are. It opens. It just took a little while. Yes. So here's the pool. File. Export. 3D model. And let's put this back in that folder that I just made. Dog pool. So this time I'll make a new folder. New. And we'll call this pool. There we go. So click on pool. Export. Real fast. Yeah, like 1,300 faces, which is great. Okay. Close this out. Minimize this. And let's go back over to Maya. New scene. Don't save. Alright, here we are. So I'm going to go, we're going to import these files that we just got. So Maya has been installed. I'm just going to this File tab in the top left corner. Click Import. And I should just be able to navigate my way to those files. Desktop, dog pool. Let's import the pool. So this is the OBJ file. This is what I was looking for. I want to import that. OBJ import. Says there's a little warning. It's okay. Just click, and there we are. There's the pool. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. This looks all right. So let's go File, Import the dog. Good warning sign. All right. So where's the dog? There's the dog. Dog looks bigger than the pool. Alright, so here we go. These are going to be your first little lesson of the day using Maya. So we've got the dog and the pool in the scene at the same time. I'm looking down at the hotkeys. The ones that you want to learn are W, E, and R. W, E, R. Translate, rotate, scale. And this one is Q is select. So for this, with the dog, we want to bring the dog into the scale of the pool. So I'm just going to hit R on the keyboard, and you look at the dog. Oh, you can see you get this manipulator right here. So if I scale it up or down, the dog will get bigger or smaller. What I could do if I want to be fancy, it's really, I'm kind of scaling from a point which is not the center of the dog. It's off center. What I can do is I can move this. This is called the center of pivot. You can see here. It's rotating around that point. Control Z. Control Z. Control Z. Oh no. Well, it seems as though the dog has been flipped out of place and it's saying I have no more undos, which is unfortunate. But I can still come back over here. These are the channel's layers, which are open right now. If this isn't open, it's this button in the top corner. Far one right there. So I double click on it. I have to have this selected. You can see that I've clicked off and that it's actually disappeared from the channel's layers. It's not there. Once I click on it, we can see I get the attributes become available. So I'm just going to click, scroll across the rotation channels right here. So I just click and drag across them. I'm going to add a value of 0, which should straighten it out. Boink, back to its original position. Alright, so again, let's try that one more time. You can see that the center pivot's over here. I want to put it on the dog. So I'm going to go over here to Modify. This Modify tab right here. Click on that. I'm going to go down to Center Pivot right there. Center Pivot. I click once. Boom, it's on the dog. R on the keyboard. Scale it down a little bit like this. Now I press W. That's the move tool. You can see the arrows saying that I can move him. And now my dog is almost in the pool. Into the pool. Zoom in. R on the keyboard. And I'm going to scale him down a little bit more. I want him to be about the size of a dog in the pool because that's a diving board and this would be one very big dog. W. in the pool. Yeah, he's in the pool. That's almost in scale. He could probably come down just a little bit. So the dog's in the pool. Now what I can do is I can hit the, you got A or F, which will, A will frame the selected object, nothing selected, F will frame everything in the scene. These are the hotkeys, A and F. So I'm gonna hit F, and looks like we've got some sort of motion path here, which we weren't really looking for. This looks like some additional content which was imported from the other person's model. So this is something that wasn't intended. I'm just going to delete this. I don't need this stuff. So let's try that one more time. I select everything, A on the keyboard, we're back. Let me just get the dog. I got the dog, A or F for frame. Now we can see there's the dog, he's in the pool. Alright, so what you can do to kind of finish this off at this point would be, you have to document this. We have to turn this into a movie, or we have to turn it into a still image. We're not going to do movies this time. Let's just take still shots. So if I'm looking across the top of the scene, there's the dog in the pool. I want to take a picture of this so that I can post it on the blog. I go over here, and you've got, I'm looking across the top section of the thing. So up over here, these guys. The first one is going to be the render window. It's not actually going to make a movie. And it's actually showing up off screen. So I'm going to try to do this real carefully. There it is. So it was just off screen, but it was definitely coming up. Where is my mouse? There it is. Okay, so this is the render view. And what I can do is I can come over to here, and this first one right here will render it. This is the render button. Boom. There we are. Dog in a pool. So, you know, this is about a B, like for a grade. If you guys want to get A, you gotta work a bit hard around this. Alright? So that's what it looks like. If I want to save this out, I go like this. Save this as an image, I go File,